Hello everybody, my name is X-Pac. The division was down for extended maintenance. It took a little longer than they planned, but there's a 2.5 gig patch, and the patch notes are massive. I'm going to link those down below, but take it with a grain of salt because not everything made it into the actual game. I got around 35 minutes to an hour of play time trying to confirm some things in the dark zone after reading up on Twitter and, of course, the Reddit post that I'm going to link down below as well. There's a ton of good changes. There's a ton of stuff they're trying to put in the game, but again, it didn't make it in. But the one thing that was important to me did make it in. Dark zone experience lost after going rogue, if it was accidental or you just want to gank a bunch of people and try to survive a manhunt, has greatly been reduced. This screen is no more. 82,000 experience lost. That's enough for 1 or 2 levels. There's going to be a video coming out on my channel the next day or so called The Hand Cannon. Hilarious video, but it required me ganking people then trying to survive manhunts. So here's a good example of 2 things going on, one of which made it in and one of which did not make it in. So when I die here, because I'm farming DZ5 or DZ6 like I always do solo, I don't lose what should have been 18 to 20k to PvE mobs, because that's usually what I lost if I die or get one banged by a flamethrower up here or quickly killed by a sniper and then a quick follow-up by a shotgun rush. So this is excellent, and I actually went rogue a couple times and the losses are manageable as well. That's only 2k. I mean, compared to the 18 or 20 that would be, or if going on a manhunt, the 80 to 120,000, that's not bad at all. So the one thing that didn't make it in is the scaling Phoenix credits. It was supposed to be the named elites that you kill up at DZ 4, 5, and 6 were supposed to drop more Phoenix credits. Obviously, the higher the zone, the more Phoenix credits. 4, 5, and 6, I think, for DZ 6, which have been awesome. So here's a named elite. But what did make it in the game is they're now dropping high ends. It is confirmed that they're item level 30s. We're not sure if they're 31s. And another thing that's confirmed is the chests that require keys. Right? You used to just pass by them if you had decent loot. Those are now dropping high ends. Again, not exactly confirmed if it's level 31s. It is confirmed that there have been some 30s dropping out. So do not pass up those chests that require keys anymore. There are now, indeed, fat loots in there. And then, of course, challenge mode is dropping level 31s from the final boss. No more 30s. And I believe they've scaled that on hard as well. So there's some pretty decent purples. And here is the hand cannon, because I needed to test out the new rogue system. I hadn't gone rogue yet, so I was kindly asking that guy, okay, how much experience did you lose? And there are reports that it is very, very little. So he just popped his Uber, and I'm just going to eat a health pack here because he's got 80% damage reduction, 30% increased run speed. It doesn't make sense for me to be shooting him here, but I'm trying to see what kind of numbers pop up on my screen, which are very minimal, which forces me to pop my cooldown. So that's something that changed. That cooldown used to be able to be farmed with the Midas. A lot of people had Midases, including myself. Go check your inventory or your stash because that's gone. If you had a Midas, it's been replaced with responsive. If it was on an LMG, another SMG, or assault rifle, it was a random roll. You now have a new talent, but you can still roll it on a couple weapons in the game. That's pistols, shotguns, and DMRs. So it's going to be interesting to see how your new talent plays out if you did have that. So we're going to try to survive here and kill as many people as possible, because when I used to do this, when I used to go on manhunts, and again, I have a video coming out in a day or so where I, went on manhunt and just wrecked groups of 4, 5, and 6 people. That XP loss pain train was massive, so we're going to try to fluff this thing up as much as possible. So again, these patch notes are absolutely extensive. There was a lot of bug fixing, and one thing that you're probably going to be most disappointed about is over the last couple of days, and I was late to this party, the Bullet King or named elites in the open world were farmable. You'd kill them, run into safe house, run back out, kill them again, don't touch their mobs. They drop mats and they drop Phoenix credits, and sometimes they drop a gold gun. Not the greatest, you can make better, but it was still a gold gun. And funny story, I went to check today to confirm that that was taken care of, and sure enough, I killed him one last time. Checked the safe room, came back out, he did not respawn, and he dropped a gold gun. Again, not anything I can use because we are using the Black Market AK, a crit heal build, and of course the MP5. And I actually have 3 MP5s that I rolled that have phenomenal rolls on them, depending if I'm doing PvE, PvP, or kind of a hybrid PvE or PvP thing. So that's the new meta. The MP5 is the new meta. If you get a rate of fire increased yellow mag, on your gun and some other things that kind of maximize the damage on it, it just absolutely melts people. But you can't discount the skill cannon. So here we got a couple guys working together. Miss a couple shots in the head, but this is just melting people like butter. And these two guys are actually really well geared. So this isn't me picking on people that have no hit points. These guys later killed me, and they are pretty well geared out. But the thing about going rogue in the Dark Zone, it's hard if you're going solo, because your Uber, your ultimate's simply not going to be up very quickly. And if they've got complementing ultimates, or they've got the same defensive ultimate, and this guy just gets melted. Okay, he's a little low on health. If they have the same ultimate and one pops it, such as their shield ability that I use, the tanking ability, and the next guy pops it, that's up to 30 seconds that they're going to be taking 80% reduced damage as long as they're close. So here's where it gets kind of sketchy. Probably could have popped an incendiary around, but didn't think to do so, and I'm just going to get melted here because my heal's on cooldown, and I'm simply in trouble. So don't forget to check out the patch notes. A lot of good stuff did make it in the game. The DZ traveling to the checkpoints did not if you're out of the DZ, but there is a lot of good stuff. I'll post the Reddit thread. I'll post the patch notes. So take it all like a grain of salt till it's all confirmed. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And that's only 7,600. I'm happy with that. We'll see you guys soon.